Hello everyone, this is Palamecia here, also known as Keithel, and actually this might be the first time some of you see me in video chat. Okay, as you may see, our Keithel, my Final Fantasy XI character, my avatar in the Vanad'iel world, is standing in Port Juno, and actually there's a reason for this. The reason is, in today's video, we will going to talk about something that people that play Final Fantasy XI through the days may know or not know, and that something is real money trading and botting. And yeah, that's something that I believe affects everyone, every Final Fantasy XI player without exceptions. So, what I want to talk about in today's video is actually why real money trading is so prominent and why we should avoid to bring money in their virtual bank's account, I mean in their real life bank account. The point is, real money trading affects the game in different ways. The first and foremost is the fact that there doesn't matter how much you can buy or work on the auction house for set piece of gear or everything else. That's for me, it kills kind of the point of the game. But I'm making confusion now. I want to follow my line for this video. First of all, this will be a new series that I will bring out weekly, and I like to call it Keithel Talks about Vanad'iel. And in this first episode of Keithel Talks about Vanad'iel, the first thing we are going to look at is real money trading, guild buying, the botting process, and another thing that I see is kinda gray, but I don't agree with it. I actually think it's worse than the other two problems, but we will go to it in a few. First of all, what about real money trading? There's a reason. In fact, if I stand in Port Juno, and the reason is some of those people in the background, as you can see, they all of them, they have bazaars open, and there's a chance that some of them might be real money trading resellers. And what that means, to understand what that means, we need to focus on how the guild buying process works. So, to do so, I choose to pick one of the sites I see the most around, and that site is actually this one, www.egxa.com. Someone might say, how the fuck you know about this site? The point is, as you can see right here, Guild Asura. Yeah, Guild Asura. Alright. And other stuff kinda like power leveling, instant relay, and blah blah blah. I see those shows constantly in every server, including my beloved Shiva. Okay. And what I want to show you guys is actually how the guild buying process works, and explain to you why it affects everyone, including you that maybe never bought guild at all. So, as you can see here, basically you can buy with your real money any amount of guild from 10 million to 500 million, and this not includes only Final Fantasy XI, but a bunch of other games, including WoW Classic, Final Fantasy XIV, Final Fantasy XI, RuneScape, and so on. But why it should be a problem, someone can say. The point is, everything starts here, everything starts on this site, but I wanna show they don't only sell Gil, okay? But we will go to it later. First of all, I will pick Asura, because Asura is the biggest Final Fantasy XI, as an example. I'm pretty sure that a lot of you Asurans saw these shots everywhere. So, to understand why it's a problem and why it affects the game in a bad way, we should first understand where the money, where this Gil comes from. And actually there's an easy answer for it. And the answer relates to the game. I'm pretty sure that any returning player, including myself and others, they have saw in a lot of zones throughout the game bots farming monsters. One of the places most known for is Cesac Battlegrounds. You must have seen a lot of times Beastmasters running around the zone, and you can tell if they're bot or if they're not. Well, the point is, those people are some of the provider for the Gil buying process. In fact, they are the guys that make Gil through Record of Eminence or Sparks and Accolades. Okay, and any player of Final Fantasy XI at this point know that you can raise from 2 million Gil to 6 million Gil just from Sparks. But what happens if you don't rely only on gain experience? What happens is that most likely you will raise around 20 million Gil with every character that does it 24/7, because that's the most likely situation. But there's another thing. Another way they provide money for their business is through materials and through crafting. So most likely there's a high chance that some of the items on the action house comes from those bots or are results of those sales. The most common ones, the ones that I usually see people relate to when talking about Gil buying in general, is Scution spheres, okay? And yeah, that made it affordable for a lot of players, okay, including myself. I must admit that in the last 2-3 levels of my, in the last rank for my shield, I bought what I needed because I was tired and I wanna finish it, but I didn't buy it through real money. And I actually feel bad for having financed myself the Gil buying process. So the point of what is wrong is that it kills and it makes fun of the game rules. And by saying so is kind of like we already know that we have an agreement and that the game lives on rules. And what happens if everyone at a certain point in the game, long run, has started to believe that the developer itself, the one that put those rules in place, don't care about the game? What happens is that people believe they can break those rules and take advantage of the situation. But the point is, Square Enix likely they still care about the game. And actually, I'm pretty sure of what I'm talking about because I'm one of the people that reported those Gil buyers and saw them banned in the first place. So yeah, there's chance if you follow the right rules to kill the Gibalian process, but the point is, I believe that our little community at this point in the game long lifespan doesn't give a fuck about killing the Gibalian process. Actually, I think most of us gladly take advantage of it, but I want to make you understand that those guilds get in different ways. One, as I said, is through the using of bots and auction house sellers that sells material farmed through the usage of those bots. Okay, and another one is unfortunately by hacking a player account. And why I can say so? Cause believe it or not, I have another character, my original character, Palamecia, the one I played on Ragnarok with for a long time, like years, okay? And I got it back, I got back my old account a couple days ago. By getting that old account, I found that my old main character was stripped of all his gear and all his items. And that is due to hacking, okay? So what if I say that I was the lucky owner of a Kraken club, and you know how much those are rare, okay? And after seeing one of my mule other than Palamecia, and the mule is Mostro, getting his Kraken club missing and his guild missing, I reported for hacking. I'm still waiting on answer from Square Enix, but that's not the point. The point is that there was no Kraken club on sale on Shiva, and after it disappeared from my account, I found it on sale on sale. I found Shout talking about my Kraken club. So I went to the messaging the one responsible for it, and we start talking. And by talking with the guy, I discovered that he works for the site that I showed you earlier. And I don't blame him, because as he explained to me, it is a job for him. It's actually the way he sustains some of his life need. He has child, so it is, the situation is, the guy can't be blamed. What's to be blamed is our mentality that makes it feel like it doesn't matter, but it's not like that. It matters throughout the game economy and throughout how the player look at the game. By saying so, I just want to clarify that I'm not pissed in any way for getting stripped of my gear and my items, okay? It's fine, I don't care. As I said, I talked with the guy and I don't blame him. I mean, he needs real money, but the point is, why us as a community don't say a thing? It might be true that Square Enix isn't paying attention like they used to do it, but probably this is due to the fact that they realized that players don't care about it. And I mean, I'm pretty sure that if Square Enix shows a lot of complaints about real money trading and botting, they will do something for it, okay? Now, without going into deep and without looking at it and dragging the talking, the point is I want to show you what they sell. You already see it, okay? They sell items, okay? So other than buy guild, that is wrong, and as I said, is supplied mostly through the usage of bots, because the guy told me, is also supplied by other means, and one of these means is this one. And I will go to it in a second. Okay, so on this side, if we go over here, which is Vanad'iel, we got a list of items that we can buy with our money, okay? And look at it. We have let's say Asura, okay? Asura is the most known one. You can buy colorless soul, iron plates, pop items, Empyrean items, and weapons. So you can buy hyenas, you can buy sequence for $300, you can buy Lionheart, 3-Edge, Chango, Anguta, Trishula. You name a Rima weapon and you can buy it. And actually, you think they will give it to you rank 50? Oh no, they will give you the base weapon, but that's not the point. The point is this is part of our endgame at this point in the last spawn, okay? So since we don't get new content regularly besides Ambuscade, okay, and other than that, a lot of people look other than events at buying a relic weapon and mythic weapon as a side activity to make their character grown while they don't do events, and I'm one of them. But what's the point of this? The point of this is why and how they get those weapons, okay? Because this means they should have a way to break into your account, because we know those are rare EX items. So yes, they will ask for your password. And if I show you this, is because I want to point out that giving a password to a stranger to an account that does relate to a credit card most likely can bring you to have more problems, okay? Look at real money trading at what it is. It's actually kind of like a way to laundering money. I mean, it compares to it is kind of wash those dirty guild that we made through botting, okay? But what I can't understand is how someone will buy shit from this site by giving them your email and account, because I don't see any other point other than that, or they just hack the fucking game and make it pop inside your inventory. Those are the only two options that comes to my mind. I didn't ask the guy because I didn't have the chance and he logged out, but I will try to reach him again in the future and bring him to talk with me on Keithel Talks Vanad'iel on another weekly episode. Maybe he will like to do so, because we will never say his name. I will call it only by his selling guild account name. But yeah, the point is I don't get it. And what I don't get it is why people still believe that merging doesn't affect us as bot doesn't affect us. The point is power leveling, as you can see here, okay, because they clearly have it on their side. Everyone can see, I have video proof. You can buy power leveling for your jobs, you can buy job points, and you can buy quest boosting. And you know what that means? It means that not only you are bringing money in their satchel, okay, but most likely if they don't make you pay with real money, they will make you pay with guild. And it never comes to mind that in some cases it might be that some of those people that are selling power leveling are actually gold suppliers to those kind of sites. With this, I don't mean that everyone that does merching is also a real money trader, but I must admit that the idea of it come to my mind a lot over these last few months. And if I make this video, if I'm talking this way so naturally, and actually it might be hard to follow for someone, it's because I don't clearly have like point over point. I'm just talking because I'm kinda PC about the situation of the game. If I'm doing this video and bringing out to show one of the sites is because I truly believe that us as a community, we should despise this kind of things instead of ignore them. I want to point out that Final Fantasy XI looks like real society in a lot of ways. Just look at its economy, it relates so well to real life economy that it's actually scary at times, okay? But that's not the point. The point is we truly want our Vanad'iel society to be based on real money trading. We truly want this game to be being run and based on making let people make money on them, you know, on those kind of sites. So yeah, I just want to point out that I picked the random one that it popped the most, okay? But again, it's not only annoying because they spam in the yell chat, it's annoying because they affect the game in other ways. Like a lot of stuff fluctuates or gets undercut because real money trader that needs to supply their guild stock for making sell, they don't give a fuck about undercutting items, and this brings problem to people. The point is, come to deal with it or accept it. It doesn't solve the problem. The problem is still here and everyone can see. I mean, most likely inside this many player there's someone selling guild, okay? And with saying so, I just would beg my life and make you guys understand that in no way I feel our community to blame or the people that take advantage of it because they really need money or they can find a job. We know the shitty world we live in. The point is, I blame the general idea of it being something right. Okay? If you don't see it, it means it's not real. It's not like that. We have this problem from years, and since I feel the game is dying and probably will shut down soon, I don't want to remember Vanad'iel ruled by bots, and I think that you guys don't want it too. So with all this said, I thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope that we can talk again about Vanad'iel in the next time. So if you like it, leave a comment, even if you don't like it, and think about subscribing, because yeah, I will bring content continuously. And with all this said, I'll pay my leave, keep move forward.